Hey mamas, this is Ray Michelle coming at you. Listen, I wanted to put together this video for you. When I was carrying my child, there were so many videos out there, but they all didn't cover what I learned and needed to know as I went into labor and even preparing for labor. So, sorry guys, I have this little one over here. So, what I wanted to do was put together about a 15-minute video to let you know what it is that you need when you're preparing for labor, while you're going through labor, and postpartum, while you're at the hospital and once you get home. Also some other things for your significant other, and if you have children, what you can do for them. Come with me. So, the name of this video is called Hospital Bag or whatever. So, I took a few notes, guys. So if you see me looking away from the camera, then that's what I'm doing. I'm looking at my notes. Give me one moment. Goodness gracious. I should have did this when I was pregnant. Now, these kids weren't bothering me at all. Now that I want to do this, here they are. Say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. All right, let's get to it.
Mommy.
Okay, I'm back. 13 things that you as a mom will need when you go into labor in your bag. So, number 1, charger. Please don't forget that. The first time with my oldest, I forgot my charger. Number 1, charger. Number 2, a hair tie. They're very important that you have. Now, most of us wear braids, or we have our hair kind of pulled back, or natural hairstyles. But for those of you who think that you have to go into the hospital looking so glamorous and have your hair down, you will soon find out when those contractions get to getting real. You're definitely gonna need a hair tie. That's number 2. Number 3, slippers or footies. Now, I know the hospital are going to give you these little things here. They're going to give you these, but just, if you want to feel a little more comfortable in something that, you're used to or you're comfortable with from your home, I would suggest that you bring footies or slippers. Long socks for after birth. Or even during birth. If you feel comfortable enough not wearing socks, be my guest. Me personally, I needed socks, so I wanted socks. So yeah, long socks to put on your legs, because you're gonna have that gown on and that air is gonna whoosh through. So you may need some socks. I have anemia, so my legs were a bit cold, so I brought socks. What is this? Number 5. Okay. Headphones. I would suggest these little earbuds. Something small so they won't get in the way, but just so that you'll have your own music. If someone is there, if your husband is there with you, or, you just have someone in the room with you, the music may be a bit distracting to them. Usually your guests will have their phone or whatever, but just bring some headphones, okay? Trust me, you'll thank me later. All right, a gown. I would suggest your first night that you just bring a gown, but the first night that you're there, wear your hospital gown after you give birth, because there may be some excessive bleeding, and also you want to be accessible to the nurse and the doctors when they come in to check you. They're always going to come in like every 2 or 3 hours, poking your belly, checking you. And if you're breastfeeding, you're definitely going to want to be able to just whip it open. So I would say a hospital gown would be sufficient for you. You don't want to mess up your good clothes, okay? Unless you're like my sister, who purchased something specifically for the hospital and didn't care that she messed it up. She threw it away afterwards. All right, so let's see what else. A heating pad. Those before birth and after birth are very, very helpful. Some hospitals may have a heating pad. You can request to have one, ask to have one, or they have these things called socks hold on, these heating pad socks, or you can make one on your own. Here in Columbus, the hospital had the heating socks. And it has rice in it. And so what this does, it just holds the heat inside when you put it in, ask them to warm it up for you, or even at home once you get home. This is really, really good. When you're cramping, you're breastfeeding, you have this, you put it on your belly, or your abdomen rather, or even on your back. When you're in the hospital and you have some cramping, it helped me a little bit. So just thought that I would suggest that for you. A heating pad or a heating sock. Like I said, the hospital gave me this, so I didn't have to bring it. And I kept it afterwards, and it was really good. And you know what? It even helps when you're breastfeeding. If your milk is a little clogged up, sometimes that happens, ladies. So you can use your heating sock. Just put it in the microwave. No, you don't have to wet it. Just put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds or so. Put it up under your breast or lay it on top of your breast, and that will help your milk flow really well. Okay? All right, the next thing is, don't forget your deodorant, ladies. Don't forget. The hospital does have that, but I would suggest that you bring a deodorant, because you're going to be working hard, girl. Bring in that deodorant, of your own, because what they have in the hospital is not, no, okay? Trust me, bring your own. Okay? Toothbrush and toothpaste. You can be brushing in the hustle and bustle of getting your bag together, and you may forget toothbrush and toothpaste. Again, the hospital does offer this, but I just felt more comfortable with my own toothbrush. It wasn't too hard. It was the firmness that I liked. And my toothpaste, yeah. Okay? Handheld mirror to keep close. I don't even know why I put that in my notes, child. I don't even know. But a handheld mirror, moving right along. Mouthwash or Tic Tac, some type of mint that you can suck on throughout the day, especially after you have the baby. You're going to be tired, you're going to be sleeping, and even though you get up in the morning and do your normal hygiene throughout the day, you're not able to eat when you have the baby. You're going to want to have something to drink. You can only have ice chips. So I would suggest that you have a little Tic Tac or something there next to your bed. And then afterwards, like I said, after you give birth, you want to have those. When the doctor comes in or the nurse comes in, you can pop one in your mouth, because they're going to come in and check your blood and check, like I said earlier, check your abdomen, make sure everything is flowing good. So you just want to have some fresh breath, okay? Because I know when they brought my baby in, I have 3, and my middle child, when they brought him into the room, my baby was like, "Mama, your breath." If I could have taken a picture of how his face looked when I said, "Hi, baby," and all them, it wasn't good. So anyway, just have Tic Tac or a mint to keep next to your bed, okay? All right. Let me see what else. Chapstick. This is the last thing. I said 13 things, so this is 14. Chapstick. Do not forget your chapstick, because sis, your lips are going to be so dry. Okay? Lip gloss. You may want your lips to be popping, but lip chapstick goes a little bit longer. That lip gloss you're gonna lick off, it's gonna trust me. Chapstick, okay? You'll thank me later. And I wouldn't suggest you bring pads. The hospital would give you, but don't bring pads, because the hospital will give you pads that you can utilize, and I would suggest you use those. You're paying all this money with your insurance, or if you're personally paying out of your pocket, okay? You're paying for all of this. So utilize what the hospital gives you, okay? And they're going to give you a lot. I'll explain that more in the video. So, yes. Hospital pads, use them, okay? All right. And ask to take some home. Ask them for some so that you can take them home, so you don't have to spend your money to get the pads from the hospital. from the store. And the hospital pads are even more comfortable anyway. And they'll catch everything that needs to be caught. The ones in the from the store, you're gonna be mad, sis. You're gonna be mad. And get those hospital pads, okay? All right. Okay. So I'm back. This is take, I don't even know right now, but I am determined to get this video out for you. So listen, the last where we stopped at was the chapstick, right? So alright, moving right along. So when you're at the hospital, right, you want to make sure that you have a cup of ice sitting next to your bed at all times, even like through pre-labor. Well, you may not go through your labor at home. You may decide you want to go to the hospital, whether you're at home or at the hospital. Okay, you want to have some ice chips, but hospital ice is absolutely the best. So can't go wrong with that. Have a cup of ice. It'll help soothe you. It will help you stay calm, okay? And yeah, that'll be great for you. So you got that. Okay, let's see. Let me look at my notes. What else do I have here? Soap. Let's talk about soap. Please bring your own soap. Hospital, of course, they have that, but you want to have your own soap, right? Because hospital soap can be cheap. You may be allergic or whatever to the soap. Ladies, you gotta be careful what you use down in your lady parts, right? So just bring your own soap just to be safe. Me personally, I prefer, oh man, I don't even have my, I prefer Dove unscented if I don't have my natural soap. And that's pretty good to use. And yeah, okay. So let me see. We have the soap that you would bring. What else? I mentioned the rice stock. How about nipple cream? Ask for it. Listen, your insurance covers a lot. And hospitals may act like they don't want to give it to you, but it's technically yours to have. Like, don't be afraid to ask for the nipple ointment, diapers. Okay, well I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so this is what I brought with me to the hospital. Is I have 3 children. But the hospital would definitely give you some nipple cream. But if you just wanted to get your own, because the size they give you is about this big, although that will keep you, depending on how long you breastfeed, but you do not need a lot of the nipple cream, okay? You can use it sparingly. It goes a long way. It's safe for a baby to digest, okay? But if you was to go and get some, I would suggest parents' choice. It's not heavy on the pockets, and it's really good to use, okay? Let's see. What else? Nurse pads. Again, hospital will give you some. So ask for them, ladies. Okay, you can also purchase your own. I went on Amazon and purchased mine, but because I breastfed my first child for 2 years. My second child didn't want to nurse. My child now is nursing, but I didn't produce a lot of milk, so I didn't really need them. My milk came as she wanted it. I didn't have overflowing where it was like spilling out, so I didn't really need nursing pads. But I do want to suggest or plug that Walmart has bras that has the nursing pad already inside. Isn't that awesome? I would show you mine, but it's being used. But if you go to Walmart, they have them where you can insert it, or you can get the bras that have the padding insert, take that out of there, and put the nursing pad inside, okay? That would save you the embarrassment of soiling your clothes when you're out, okay? Alright, let me see what else. Boppy pillow. Now, we're talking about things that you bring into the hospital, right? and things that you should have at home as well. Boppy pillow, especially for nursing mamas. You want to bring your boppy pillow to the hospital, okay? Some hospitals have boppy pillows, but with everything that's going on, I would bring my own, okay? And it's really helpful. Even if you decide that you're not going to breastfeed, the boppy pillow is really helpful to place in between your legs when you're when you're resting, okay? It's just really helpful to have. I know you remember it when you were carrying your baby, right? And how helpful it was. And the pregnancy pillow, it still helps after you have her, especially immediately in the hospital. Okay, so let's see. We did the boppy pillow, nurse pads, we covered breastfeeding, right? Okay, moving right along. Do you have additional children besides the one that you're giving birth to, right? Okay, so for your other children, it's very important that you have them a part of this process, but it's also very important that you don't forget them right during the process of having the baby, when you're preparing for the hospital. So do not forget. Make sure that their sleeping bags or wherever they're going to is packed and put aside with your hospital bag. So my afterbirth, okay, don't forget. And when you pack their clothes, make sure they have a little toy or books or whatever that they like to do, their video games or whatever, okay? Because you're going to be in the hospital for 2 days at least. Preferably, you won't have to stay longer than that. So yeah, my afterbirth experience in the hospital. Doctors, nurses, trainees kept coming into my room the day after. And I just want you guys to know it is perfectly alright to request that a note be placed on your door saying do not disturb, doctors only. Because the nurses are going to come in there and ask you the same thing, right? The trainees definitely are going to come in and ask you the same things that the nurses did. Now, the nurses, they have to come in to check your temperature, to check your pressure, check baby. I have my baby in the room with me. She did not stay, and he did not stay in the nursery, my children. But, so the nurse has to come in, but you can minimize their time of breaking your rest every 2 hours. Absolutely. It is okay to do that, okay? Let me see. Baby. Let's cover what baby needs. Baby needs 2 to 3 outfits. That's it. You probably won't use the 3 outfits. But just be prepared. Okay. Oh, here. I want to show you this, guys. My friend ScRaWny, she makes these. This is hand sanitizer, but it is natural hand sanitizer. This is for you crunchy mamas or, you know, just moms who are wanting to, you know, they're conscious about what they put on their skin. You see that consistency? It's very light. It smells great. And it's made of olive oil. You see how it goes on my skin there? Smells good. It's made with aloe. I just read the ingredients, right? Aloe vera gel, shea butter, witch hazel, essential oil, okay? This is what you need. Now, the doctors, of course, there is hand sanitizer in the room when they come in, and there's some right outside of your door. But you can tell your doctors and your nurse that you would prefer that they use this, especially when they want to handle your baby, that they use hand sanitizer that meets the requirements, especially now in this time with the coronavirus going on, or COVID, or whatever you want to call it. So it meets the requirements, and it doesn't have all of those chemicals in it you know, if you're really conscious about your newborn and what goes on their skin, okay? So this is really good to have. Her name is ScRaWny, and it is from Yahweh's African Market and Natural Products, okay? I'm going to put her information down so that if you want to reach out to her, you can, or if you know someone that makes, you know, natural products, ask them to make you some, okay? It's better to have, and you can have it, you know, when your guests come as well. You want them to sanitize their hands, and it's not sticky, it's not strong, you know. I have used hand sanitizer, not this one, but the other one, and then went to eat something, and the taste was on my hands. But with this, you don't get that. Okay, so I'm gonna put ScRaWny's information down at the bottom, so you can reach out to her and she'll ship it to you. Or if you're in the Chicagoland area on the north side, she may even bring it to you. So, all right, there you go. Okay, let's see. Massager. I got this from Target, and man, it works wonders on my back. When those contractions, when you get closer to being dilated, you're gonna want something. You're gonna want something, and this is great. Actually, my husband got this for me, and you know, it helped him as well. Okay. Made him comfortable with using it. Okay, let me see what else. So I think I've taken care of everything for you guys. I think don't forget your charger. Did I say that? Okay, don't forget your charger. Don't forget to pack your charger. And if you have other children, don't forget to pack their bag and leave their bag at the door or wherever your hospital bag is. Put their bag with that, so you're not running around at the last minute trying to get their things together. Okay, make sure they have their toothbrush and all of that good stuff. Okay, clothes, of course, and their toys, games, or whatever that they keep them occupied while you're in the hospital for those 2 days. Lord willing, you're not there longer than that. God forbid, other medical reasons for you or baby. But yeah, you shouldn't be in the hospital more than 2 days. So just make sure that they have things that will keep them occupied for those 2 days as well. Because you want to give dad a break too, right? So socks for baby, okay? Because hospital does not have socks. So bring socks for baby. A head bow or a hat, hair bow or a hat. Shameless plug. You can always reach out to me. I create hair accessories for baby girls, okay? Oh, you know what? I probably should have some of that stuff. Well, anyway, you can look me up on social media. My social media handle is Hand Stitch Blessings on Facebook, or you can also see Cover Me Baby. And for Instagram, it's Cover Me Baby as well, or Made in Sweet Ray, okay? And you can see some of the things that I create there. All right, receiving blankets. The hospital has those as well, and I believe you can take those home that they give you. They'll give you a few, and I wasn't greedy. I only took 2 home, but they give you about 5 or 6 of them. Yeah, car seats. You cannot leave the hospital without one. Please make sure that you have your car seat, and have husband or even you and hubby together or significant other put it in the car before you go into labor. Like if your due date is the 8th, you want to make sure that that car seat is in there on the 6th. Have your car seat, I would say have it readily available, because you may go into labor early. For my first, I went into labor 3 weeks before my due date. My other 2 came right on schedule. So you just want to make sure that you have that readily available, and that it's placed in the car correctly. So baby facing the rear window, okay? All right, if you do not have a car seat, there should be community programs that can help you with that. Or if you're in the hospital can help you get a car seat as well. Just thought I'd throw that in there, okay? If you're in the Chicago area, though, or the surrounding Chicago area, there's a program called Aid for Women. They are an excellent, excellent program. They help mothers in need. You can reach out to them. I'll also put their information down at the bottom as well, okay? You can reach out to them. All right, baby wash and baby lotion. I personally believe a lot of things out here they have overwhelmed, a lot of lotions that they have and all that. Their fragrances are overwhelming and it's too much for a newborn. Remember, mamas, they've been in your womb, so they don't know, they have not been introduced. And a lot of those lotions, especially, a lot of the name brand lotions, they have chemicals and fragrances, and they say that they are good for moms or babies, natural and whatnot, but you really just want to take the natural route, okay? So, coconut oil is good. That's what I used for my babies, coconut oil, or even olive oil, virgin, very light olive oil, okay? Baby wash, you don't need the babies, they don't need that, but I mean, it's up to your discretion. I didn't use it, okay? Let me see, what else? Alrighty. Uh-oh, my little one's up. Let me see. Okay, I'm back again. What is this? Take number 10. Take number 6. Take number 20. Okay, now, where did we leave off at? Okay, going home. Going home and what you came in is less of a hassle. Going home what you came in is less of a hassle, but I'm sure some of you will disagree, and that's totally fine. You may want to take pictures going home. You don't want to have the same outfit that you had on coming in, so just bring an outfit, okay? Now, this is very important, ladies, okay? Before you leave the hospital, the doctor will want you to have your baby set up with a pediatric doctor for follow-up. Now, you will have to do that before you leave, okay? Before you leave the hospital, have that set up. I would suggest that you have that in order, so when you have a baby, you can call and set the appointment for the next day or the day after. So find your pediatrician, okay, and have that set up. Give them your insurance information and everything, so that when it's time to go home, you're not held up. Because the doctor is going to want to know for sure that you have all of that put together for you and for baby, okay? And what else? There was something else. Husband. Now, I'll have to come back to that because there was something else that I wanted to tell you guys about when you are going home that you need to have together. Okay, moving right along though. Husband or support system. Okay, they're pretty easy, girls. The men are pretty easy, right? At least mine was. But they're at the hospital with you. Make sure they're comfortable. Have some snacks readily available for them. A pillow from home, because those hospital pillows are thin and they're just not comfortable. A pillow from home. Make sure they have their toothbrush there. Okay, because they may want to spend the night with you, or I don't know how things are going now with coronavirus, but just maybe you should call the hospital before you go in to make sure that husband can stay with you overnight, you and baby. But if they can, make sure that they have a pillow, some snacks, a toothbrush, and drinks for the fridge, because at the hospital they do have sodas, but it's like Sprite, something like Sprite, and juice, apple juice, grape juice, and cranberry juice are the only juices that they have, and milk, of course. So you want to make sure that your support system is good, okay? I've heard of men bringing their game system and all that. Listen, men, wives, girlfriends, let your boo know you ain't here for that, okay? You're here to support me. You got your phone, okay? That's good. We're not bringing no game systems up in the hospital, okay? All right. We spoke of the children, but just make sure that they aren't excluded, and hopefully you are preparing them in conversation well before your new baby gets here or their little brother or sister gets here, right? All right, I think that you are all set. I think I covered everything. Okay, I know it's a lot, but I wanted to cover all angles. Take a deep breath, mama. Breathe in and breathe out. Are you nervous? Are you excited? Just keep in mind you're almost there. And I understand. I was too. I was super nervous. But I want to share this little bit with you. One of the sisters from my church, she told me, sis, you were created to multiply. You can do this. Stay relaxed, drink plenty of water, and walk a lot. So I want to tell you the same thing. Sis, you were created to do this. You were created to multiply. You can do this, okay? Just walk, drink a lot of water, and then walk some more. And rest. Take it easy. Don't stress yourself out, okay? Baby will get here when baby is ready. Don't force it. He or she will come when he or she is ready, okay? And it is, I want to also, too, tell you, natural birth is a beautiful thing, but if you feel like that you need to get some meds, that is perfectly okay. My first two babies, they were natural. Woo! And it was something else. My last baby, she didn't come right away. My boys came right away. I labored at home, but my baby girl, I went to the hospital. I didn't labor at home, and she wore me out. And so I forgot what the first thing is, but it's like it kind of makes you woozy a little bit, and it only lasts for about 5 hours. And then the next dose doesn't last too long. And I wasn't sure how much longer she was going to be, so I opted out for an epidural. Now, I've detoxed and everything since then, and I've also detoxed my daughter, but that's a whole nother video. But listen, whichever way you choose, whether it be natural or epidural, you're fine, okay? And don't let anyone shame you into thinking anything else, all right? So, she also told me, don't be afraid. The Creator created you to, among other things, bring forth creation. So I think that she saw the uncertainty and a little bit of fear in my eyes, so she grabbed my hand and began to pray for me, okay? And I'd like to do the same for you. If you're feeling a little worried or concerned or just uneasy, nervous, I want to send out a prayer for you. Is that okay? Okay. Heavenly Father, I come to you on behalf of the mother watching this video. I pray that you give her peace in her spirit and courage in her heart. I pray, God, that her delivery will be an easy one. No complications in Jesus' name. And I pray that I thank you that her child is healthy and beautiful, and that you would carry her all the way. Give the mother that is watching this video the strength to complete this task, comforted in knowing that they have and that you have and will continue to provide for her and her family. In Jesus' name, I pray. All right, this is Ray Michelle logging off. Thank you so much for watching my video, and thank you for your support. You can follow me on Instagram and or on Facebook. ScRaWny RaGs, ScRaWny RaGs, or All Things Relationships, or Cover Me Baby. As I said, there you can find cute little hair bows and hair accessories for girls. Later on, the line will be extended to fathers and sons. Congratulations to you, Mama. I I pray for you, and please, you don't forget to pray. Pray with and over your children. Repent, forgive, but most importantly, love. I love you, and so does Jesus. Blessings to you. Love is the key and the answer to all things. God bless you.